Good morning, guys. So here's another cleaning video with voice. I'm gonna explain to you how I clean. So anyway, this is a very small kitchen, and yeah, it got a little crazy because we've been out and it's really hard because we don't have a dishwasher, and you know, it's not just me, it's really hard to, well, for me anyway, I hate putting stuff away. I mean, if I'm in the mood, I'll, everything has its own home in this kitchen. But I got pretty lazy last night, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that, just says whatever, I'll do it in the morning. But I really hate doing that. But it was our date night last night. So anyway, so the first thing that I do is I look for garbage or whatever, right? Recycle. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, now so I'm just gonna put everything away. Okay, so now everything's put away. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make like a bath for my dishes. I'm gonna clean the sink first. Always do before I do like a bath, and I have my own sponge for cleaning the sink. And I just use regular soap. I have a towel to dry the dishes. So I'm going to start with the big one, this one. now I'm gonna do some big stuff. Okay, so I'm going to throw my scrubby away and use a new one because, yeah, like I said, I got that at the dollar store, and yeah, I mean, it's okay, but if you have like really bad pots that needs to be scrubbed, it's not so good. So okay, so with this area, as you can see, there's absolutely no space. This one was temporary because, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but sorry about the camera because my other camera died, so it's kind of blurry. But anyways, I'm just gonna find a spot for this, and we usually put our spices and whatever over here, but I have to clean that. But yeah, a lot of this stuff doesn't belong here, so I'm just gonna do that. Here's the cleaning spray that I'm currently using. I really like this one. The smell is kind of weird, but it's fine. I also have the lavender and of this spray. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, I got rid of that thing because it was kind of annoying because you already don't have the space, and the problem with the small kitchen is that you really don't want to have a lot of stuff on your counter. Makes it look dirty, and it's really hard to work with. So alright, well, I'm just gonna clean this up and I'll show you when it's done. Anyways, I cleaned up the counter, and I'm gonna be putting like this stuff away from here because I like to keep this area clear just in case you're working on something, I don't know, but it makes it a lot easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away. Okay, so here's the finishing touch, and like I said, we have a small counter, so we try to not put as much stuff on the counter, but yeah, this is gonna have to do. Then we have our little coffee area there. Yeah, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean the sink again, and then I have to clean the counter over there, and then wipe down the microwave. And this is where I put my bread and butter and peanut butter, or yeah. Alright, here is my Tupperware area, or Tupperware storage, and as you can see, it's effing crazy. I hate Tupperwares. I really do. But, you know, this is what happens when you're in a hurry and you just want to put it away, right? But no, it's like really crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and reorganize and then I'll come back and show you. Alright, all done. I didn't want to show you all that. That was really frustrating. Like I said, I hate doing Tupperwares, but if you figure out what you use for like certain items, like for example, like this this one right here, this basket is for sandwiches, fruits, like basically for lunch for David and Isa, and then like everything is here, the lids that goes with the, you know, the Tupperware. But anyway, so yeah, this is what it looks like. So I should actually put something here that says for lunch or whatever. And this one is like a leftover Tupperwares, and it has everything, you know, they all match. So that's the one thing, like you don't want to keep mixing because you have to organize again. But I mean, you know, it happens. So anyway, so that's that. And then I'll probably just label this later. So, you know, but I do organize my Tupperwares like almost, I don't know, every 3 days or something because it gets crazy. And this one, I just put this up here so it's, you know, easy to grab, and you can kind of see what it's for. Anyway, that's that for the Tupperware. I do have some big ones. Some are up there and somewhere else, but yeah. I wanted to show you this real quick. Now, I like to, like I said, you have to have a home for all your stuff. And the one thing that I don't like about the plates and the bowls and stuff is that they all don't match. So when you, I don't know, this is just for me, and maybe it's crazy, but this is how I feel about it. Okay, so let me move this giant Tupperware out of the way. There's some stuff here that doesn't belong here, and I do have to reorganize this. Shoot, I just found more Tupperwares. Let me take care of that first. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so what I was saying was when you have a bunch of bowls, and like the plates are good because they're all the same, and I found this at the thrift store, and it's pretty neat because, you know, it's easy to put the plates away. If you have like different kinds of platter, it makes it, I don't know, for me it makes it hard. So in my case, the bowls, okay, it drives me crazy, but only because when I am doing the dishes and I'm putting them away, I don't want to, I don't know, do you see what I mean? It looks, I don't know, it looks weird. So we have this kind of bowl, and it's, you know, it's nice because it's all the same bowls, but this one you have your weird giant bowls, right? So here, let me put this away. See, there's a lot of stuff here that doesn't belong, but anyway, some Ziplocs. Okay, I'll put that there for now. So what I did here was, I know it's still like really messy and I don't have any more time to reorganize this today because it's our anniversary today, and I have to get ready. Like I'm not sure what we're doing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, like I said, I don't have time to reorganize all this, but let me just point out, so the glasses, I wanted them here, and then like the plastic cups, the mugs usually hang over here, and yeah, so it's really crazy. But this one, I like to put the giant bowls down here only because like we have a bunch of small bowls. Yeah, okay, so we have 2 of these, right? Or maybe we have 3. Yeah, so we have 3. This is probably this probably sounds crazy to you, but for me, I don't know, it just makes my life easier. And then we have 3 of these black bowls. Okay. And then we have the plastic, right? And then we have this one little thing that's like annoying. And then we have our plastic and like tiny glass over here. So what I did before, I put them together because we barely use this one, but if we do, then whatever, you know, it's there. So we have the plastic, and then we have the small contain or a small bowl. And I don't know, for me, it just makes my life easier if it's like this, because, you know, like I said, it has a home. So, okay. I probably won't elaborate with that one, but I don't know, that's just how I feel. Next time when we do, you know, when we move, and I'm gonna make sure that we don't have this crazy stuff, because it's really annoying, especially when you want to, like, when you've been standing in the kitchen washing the dishes and you're putting them away. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to go through the trouble and just, I don't know, just topping everything there. I don't know, it's really annoying. Okay, there's more Tupperwares up there. That's just for just in case. The ice thing and my bread slicer thing, a plate, a Tupperware. Here, down here we have, yeah, like I said, I don't have time to go through all this, but yeah, so so far, if we put everything back, obviously it's gonna look like this, right? If everything has a home and you put it back where it belongs, then, you know, you're good to go. This is my, I can't even think anymore. I'm thinking about the anniversary. Anyway, giant Tupperware. Where am I gonna put this? Okay, see what I mean? Actually, I'm gonna put it over here because I'm gonna be making potato salad later, so I'm gonna use this. So yeah, I'm gonna make more coffee, but I already cleaned the sink, and unfortunately that's a stain. And I wiped down the microwave, and I did. Okay, so I ran out of memory on that camera, but anyway, so everything is wiped and the sink is scrubbed. Yeah, I love these things because you can just wash it, you know, and I don't have to put it in the laundry. I do have to do my kitchen towels. I mean, I have to wash them. Let's see what else. So like I said, this one I don't like anything in here, but this will do for now. Sorry, camera's blurry. And then I have the coffee area here, and then more spices. Yeah, so you get the idea. That's pretty much it for today. If you have any questions, if you think, I don't know, what do you think about my cleaning? I honestly, like, David thinks it's crazy because when I started, you know, the dishes, like, I don't know if it's just me, but I scrub everything before and after I do my dishes, and I think David thinks that that's weird, but whatever, that's what he thinks, and that's how I've been doing it. I'm gonna have more coffee. So yeah, if you have any questions or something, feel free to ask them down below, and I hope I inspired you some way. This is, like I said, it's a very small kitchen, so it's really crazy, but you know, we make it work. So that's, as long as you have a place for all your stuff, you're good to go. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.